like an angel. You walk like an angel. You talk like an angel. But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes you are. Devil in disguise. You fooled me with your kisses. You cheated and you schemed. Heaven knows you're not the way you seem. Like an angel. Hey guys, Devil in Disguise by Elvis. You're the Devil in Disguise. Awesome song for improvisation and just learning so much about the guitar. I'm going to show you a bunch of scales and licks that you could play on top of it later on, but I want to give you just a rundown of the chords and talk about the numbers of each of these chords. You definitely want to get into learning chord numbers. They call them Nashville Numbers, or in classical music I think they use Roman numerals. I'm not sure what they call them in classical music, but looking at them from an improviser's point of view will make you so much better at the guitar. So let's do this in a few different levels. The song is in F, and I'm using a big old F bar chord, and you'll see why in just a second. I got a B flat, a C, and a D minor. So this is just, if you don't have these bar chords together, this is an excellent excuse to learn them. The song is just gonna blow people's minds because not a lot of people play it, and it just goes from like this Caribbean feel to this fast kind of 2-beat thing, and people dance, people love it. Usually kids go nuts for it. But anyway, F, that's gonna be your 1 chord in the key of F. So if I'm thinking do re mi fa sol la ti do, F would be I'm building a major chord from the first scale degree. My 4 chord is B flat, as in do, re, mi, fa. So that's F, G, A, B flat. I got C, and that's gonna be sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. And my 6 minor chord is D minor. Yeah, sounds good even without the Bigsby. So if you start to memorize each key, at least the 1, 4, 5, and 6 minor chord of every key, you're going to find yourself figuring out songs way faster. You're going to be making up songs way easier. And you're going to be able to play solos on so many different types of tunes. It doesn't just have to be maybe your speed is just playing a blues solo. But you're like, oh wait, this song has some different chords, or it's a pop song and I want to play it for my niece's birthday or something like that. This is going to just make you a better musician in general. So 1, 4, 5, 6 minor. Now that we got the chords and we're playing these big old bar chords, the reason I'm playing these big old bar chords is because I'm using the guitar like it's a bass drum, and a snare. That's how I'm thinking about these grooves. And I notice that if I play alone, I play an acoustic gig or something like that, people dance. And I think it's because you got to take into account the groove that is happening, whether there's a drummer there or not. You know, like when you're first starting guitar, everything kind of turns into this big like strummy. It's just like you're obliterating people with just strums. But if you start to think of your guitar like, oh, I got the bass strings, I got the treble strings, you can make some pretty cool grooves and people will dance. People will dance, I'm telling you. Okay, so I got F, I'm gonna go bass note, excuse me. So on beat 1, I'm playing the bass note, and then the rest of the chord I'm spreading in a very kind of staccato way, this Caribbean, or it's like a Latin groove. And I'm seriously hearing bass strum, snare, bass, snare. Another thing, when you spread over a beat, it really just makes your guitar playing sound way more professional. Instead of, you don't have to play them all exactly at the same time. B flat. Okay, so let's look at the first section. You look like an angel, walk like an angel. That's 4 bars of F. Talk like an angel. 2 bars of B flat. Got wise with a stop on the second bar of C. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes you are, devil in disguise. Now we're doing a 2-beat thing, kind of like a Johnny Cash. In the train of colors, just rolling round the bend. Same deal. Boom chicka strum. You're the devil in disguise. 2 bars of F, 2 bars of D minor, 2 bars of F, and then it goes 4 bars. Fool me with your kisses, you cheated and deceived. 4 bars of this is not the way. So that's the intro. B flat. This kind of reminds me of like a Bo Diddley. Such a cool intro. Let's talk about that. B flat to C, and then you can stab the whole F chord, or you can just play the bass note. Then you're back to the verse. Look like an angel, walk like an angel. Okay, let's talk about how to solo on it. This is an incredible song to solo on. And your first level is to just use F major pentatonic to make it sound good the whole time. So if you can use that one tool, you can play an F major pentatonic the whole song and it's gonna sound awesome. If you can make a solo with that, you're doing great. Let me demonstrate that. Only F major pentatonic. There's a bunch of different ways to play an F major pentatonic, but we're not going to go into that. I am going to put these 2 patterns at the end of the video with a little backing. I'll just play some guitar and you guys can try at the end of the video looking at the scale picture and trying with my backing track. So I went outside of F major pentatonic, and that's okay. When I went to the B flat chord, I played B flat major pentatonic. Almost like a little My Girl thing. I got sunshine. And on the C, I did the same thing. I did a C major pentatonic. You don't have to do that, but just want to say, since we're here, I made that mistake. Anytime you have a major chord, you can play a major pentatonic scale based on the root of that chord. Let me say it again. So even though I'm in the key of F, on the B flat chord, I can play B flat major pentatonic. Okay, that's gonna work great. Same with the C chord. If you see a major chord, you can play a major pentatonic from the root of that. But that's not what we're doing today. We might, but we're gonna, right now, just play an awesome solo only using F major pentatonic. Let's try it. 2, I'm gonna go. And I'm only gonna use those, and that's all you really need. F major pentatonic for the win. Very cool. And of course I had some stock licks. All those licks are actually in my blue belt course. If you go to my website, blackbeltmusician.com, these licks, I call them licks that work on almost any style. But anyway, you're playing F major pentatonic and you're killing the game. You may notice that on the Caribbean section, I was playing very melodic. Maybe some vibrato. Yeah. And then when it got to the fast 2-beat section, I was doing a lot of rhythmic stuff. You'll notice that when you play more medium and slower tempos, you can do something very melodic, a lot of vibrato. And then on fast tunes, you actually can play less stuff. That's one of the tricks that people don't realize is like, let's say you're playing a super fast Johnny B. Good. You want to solo on that? It's actually easier to play less stuff. I mean, you're playing more rhythmically with your right hand, but you don't have to do this like Eddie Van Halen shredding over it. It's more about rhythm. So let me give you an example. I'm going to play very melodic on the Caribbean section, and then when it goes to the 2-beat section, I'm going to just hang out on like 2 or 3 notes, but make it very rhythmic. And sometimes I might even just do like clucks. You'll see. So you can get away with a lot of... Maybe that's more of a Telecaster thing, but you could definitely do it on a Gretsch. Twang, baby. Okay, let's say you want to take it one step further. You're like, dude, that's cool, but I want to know, like, what if I wanted to play a... excuse me. What if I wanted to play a major scale over the whole thing? Like, not just a major pentatonic, but like, oh, I have my major scales together. I could play do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And let's say you know them all over the place here. We should try it. Let's definitely try it. That wouldn't be my first go-to, because I know that I can get something very melodic with a major pentatonic. But let's try it with an actual diatonic scale like F major. Or maybe you think of it as like these modes, like, oh, if I'm starting from a G, I'm playing Dorian. If you don't know all that stuff, that's okay. Don't even worry about that. Really, what you got to be worrying about is what chord number we're playing. 1, 4, 5, 6 minor in the key of F. Major scale, let's try it. How are we gonna do this? So it's cool. I like it. I think I would actually use it to do something tricky. I would try to do like a major scale all the way down on one string. I noticed that you had to be very careful where you landed. Say, for instance, like if you're on the B flat chord, landing on the major 7, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, probably not going to sound too hot on the B flat chord. Anyway, I would use it to play something just really dramatic on the first string. So In fact, if you listen to my version of this on Spotify, I think I end one of my solos by playing an F major scale all the way down on the first string. I don't know if I'll be able to replicate it here, but we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna play whatever I want, and then right at the end I'm gonna try an F major scale, right all the way down at the end. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna play more chords, I think. Chords. Playing the scale. Here we go. Almost. All right, so what I'm doing is going do, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, and then I'm pulling a. So it's down on the scale, and then up on the open string. Little drama there. I'm gonna do it again. Let me prove it to you. Here we go. I was thinking a little bit too much during that last one. I'm gonna do mostly chords, I think. Hey, made it. I do that stuff in G all the time because I have an open G string. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Check it out. Try it. I think you'll love it. It's like kind of like a trick that's really, really easy to pick up. But when you play it in a solo, people go, whoa, that was awesome. Especially with a little echo on there. Chef's kiss. I'm telling you. One more thing you could do. I was having the most success when I was just keeping it major pentatonic. But some cats will have a lot of success if they look at each chord. So maybe you're going to play licks based on each chord. That would be super cool too. In fact, I was really wanting to do some of that on the 4 chord. I was wanting to go. I have some nice major licks, country licks. From double stops and sixths. I have a couple of videos about using major sixths or sixths, scales and sixths. That I know it sounds like a brown-eyed girl, but so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna think about the chord, outline the chord, and then we'll just see where it goes. You know, of course, I'm using some of my stock double stop bends. Also in my blue belt course, that's like the first intermediate course where you start to improvise and get some licks. Check it out, blackbeltmusician.com. I'm gonna do this 6 as much as I can. Here we go, experiment time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want to play fast on the fast part. This stuff. Oh yeah, that's for the win. Bam! That would be the way to end the solo. Easy breezy. Nice. Okay. That's a B flat, C, and an F. One more thing I wanted to show you guys is if you're the second guitar player in the band, or you got 2 guitar players, you don't want both cats going. going to get messy. Even if both guys have really good time, they have good rhythm, it's going to get super messy. It's just a lot of notes. It's, you know, it's like having two drummers playing something really intricate. There's got to be a lot of flamming on all that stuff. So the first guy can do the heavy rhythmic part. The second guy can put on a lot of reverb and delay and do maybe something like this. Do it again. You make a very cool part here. You're the devil in disguise. Yes, you are. Keep getting lost. Here we go. I'm using 4-string voicings of each chord. So there's F, B flat, and C. Same thing here. And where's my last C? Here it is. Whoops. This one's a little harder to grab. I usually just grab the top 3. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty advanced, and I do have another video on this channel about using these 4-string voicings. I think it's called like country and western, or like, I'm not sure. I play some stuff in A minor and use these guys. Send me a comment if you want more of that. I definitely love to use these upper voicings to create a whole vibe, second guitar part. If you want to know more about that, send me a comment. Let me know. I'll do more videos on that. You guys, this song is kicking ass and it's making you so much better. You got a bunch of bar chords. You're doing different feels with your right hand. You're playing melodically. You're also playing rhythmically. So you're getting maximum dynamics and maximum musicality in your playing just from this one song. Not to mention, if you do it right, the people will dance. Even if you're playing alone, the people will dance. So I'm going to just play some guitar, and you'll see some scales pop up and maybe some chords pop up for you to practice this stuff. Hit me with a comment on any of the stuff that you like. Let me know if you want me to break down something even deeper, and definitely check out blackbeltmusician.com. We got 2 different courses up there, and there will be many more very soon. I'm working on an improvisation boot camp, which is basically going to be the purple belt course. So right now we got white belt and blue belt, and the purple's coming. And it's basically just going to be an improv boot camp, and it's going to kick your butt into knowing all your scales. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit me with a subscribe, definitely, and hit me with a comment if you got a question. Appreciate you guys very much. I'm just going to play for you.